5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.
Let's add me to the stage. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Live with Neve. It's Friday. I hope you're doing good out there. Got all kinds of stuff to talk about. We have a couple of great guests today. Of course, I have my two co-hosts that will be with me shortly, and we're going to be talking to Irish and to Mandy will be on, and we got all kinds of cool stuff to talk about. I'm going to start doing some different things. Frequently, the show will start from now on with some of our guests playing music. I gotta get the camera down here. Hold on, I'm going to change the view so I don't look like I'm looking at your navel. Okay, hold on, that's not better. Minimize, damn it. Do what I say. There we go. Sorry about that, peeps. You know, these computers are the best, and I love them to death. But sometimes when you're doing this stuff, it mystifies me. I feel like one of these old people in ads they used to have, and I thought they were old, and now here I am. Look at this. Okay, so we're here. Happy Friday. I've got the basic weird news of the day and the sad news of the day, and maybe some good news. I always try to start the news with good news, but you know, on some days you just got to talk about the things going on. Okay, so the Army has withheld the names of the Black Hawk families' crews so that they can make death notifications and so forth. That's just horrible tragedy down in D.C. There's on the plane. It's really a tragic thing. Many kids. There was some TikTok stars. It's just brutal. It really is. A couple of kids who were 14 and 11. They were reported by the skating website Golden Skate. There was a bunch of kids from a skating team who were on that plane, and it's really horrible. It's just, and there was a well-known TikTok person. Let me see if I can find the name for her. It doesn't matter. It's one of those things. People are trying to get conspiratorial about it, and I'm usually like, I don't believe in all that crap. It's just, till we see the results of an inquest and what happened, people should refrain from rabid speculation. Okay. It's cruel to the families. Okay. So that's the Mirror. X out of here. Go back to the news here and let's see what else is really good and worth talking about. Tariffs tomorrow on our friends to the north. Both tomorrow to our friends to the south as well. You decide if it's something you want to say is good or bad. It's really interesting. I just got a message in my earbuds. It's really weird. It's disconcerting when I'm sitting here trying to look at something to talk about. All the victims named. Kids, TikTok star. Oh boy. So, at any rate, that's the gruesome news of the day. It's terrible. The control tower was understaffed, and I think this is a problem. This goes on, and I'm not going to blame any political party here. There's so much to air traffic control, and it's so dangerous and hard, and people have a real high burnout rate. And we pay them well, but it's one of those jobs that people burn out, and they go crazy. And as a result, you can't say for sure yet. They'll have to investigate. Do they have, people who are just sleep burned out, double shifts, things like that? We don't know. So I'm not going to speculate. Those are all the things somebody else will do. Let me see what else we have. The guy, the FAA boss, was pressured by Musk to quit. Um, there's a big settlement. Paramount is going to settle with him in a 60-minute suit. Zuckerberg is threatening to fire the Meta leakers, and he says they leaked. So that's pretty interesting to me. I got to say, it's not really interesting. What it is a big company like that. Remember, there's always one malcontented schmuck in the party. Let's see who's here. Hey, Toby, how are you? I'm sitting here waiting for the gang. It's Friday. I'm here all alone. It's kind of foggy and misty out here. So, Toby, thanks for stopping by. Tell me, how is it out on the West Coast with all the fire and shit? Are things settling down a little bit, or what's going on? Just pop in and say hello. Toby Simmons, by the way, is a great media person who can help you out. If you're a rock band and you're out in LA or wherever you are, hit her up. Toby Simmons, the girl from Wilshire Boulevard, kicks ass, and hook her up. You know, if you have a band, she's fair, she knows everybody, and if you need promotion and things like that, she'll do a great job for you. In a minute, Tobe, if you could post your link and I'll run it. I sent you the link. It's in your thing. I just sent it. I'm going to send it right now. Hell, what's going on here? Invite. Okay. If the show goes off the air, it's just because I'm sending Mandy a link. Messenger to enter friends. Oh, shoot. There, we got to paste that. I hope you guys can see me. And there's Mandy She, and it's off and running again. It's gone. Oh, shit. It says an error occurred. We hate it when errors occurred. That's okay. We'll work around it, people. Bear with me. This is what adds fun to the show, is the sense of adventure. Like right now. I got to get her. I have to pull her up on Facebook without dumping the show off. I'm going to go ahead and put this up on the screen. Mandy, I hate to do this to you. I feel like a goof. I'm going to post this on the screen. Oh, God. I'm getting reports of the news in my ear. It's driving me crazy, people. The fires are out. Long process of healing Los Angeles. God, I know it is. It's just freaking awful. And I know you know so many people, Toby. Hey, Dave, look. What's happening, buddy? Here's the right up on the screen there, Dave. If you'd like to join us, copy that down, put it into the thing. Mandy, I did send you the link, but where is it? Okay. Well, I hope you'll join us in a minute, Mandy. It's here. I can't get into Facebook. I don't want to throw us off the air. Hold on. See if I can do this. Over here. The mystifying, ever mystifying Facebook. Come on, let me in. That's right. Here we are. I can get to Mandy and save the day. You know, sometimes the interaction between these things. No, I don't need the chat history. I just want to get her up. Here it is. Wow, I sent it to the wrong spot. I am definitely humble pie. There you go, Mandy. I did it on my, I don't know what to say. She's got it now, though. What a goof, man. I'm telling you. We'll bring her on as soon as she gets here. Wow. Wow. Jesus. That's just unbelievable. You know, when I look at that, everybody has been watching it on the news, and it was really, I couldn't imagine in my mind some of the places that I know and that were just looking at it on the news, that were just burning it on fire, and it didn't make sense to me. Bit my tongue. How fast these things could move down into the valleys and stuff, and even in Burbank, I read, you know, there were the canyons come down up by the studios and things. Watching it from a distance, it was really terrifying. So Dave, look, my man, what are you doing? Yeah, you're here. Dave, look, speaking of LA, just got some music in that I might get a listen of, but we're gonna have to wait till the opening. We're gonna have him on and talk about that. Poof. Uh, Toby, am I wrong? I got the impression that these things could be like a mile, 2, 3 miles away and just come down the valley and or up on the hill, as it may be. I couldn't believe watching it how quick it moved when I saw those houses afterwards. Especially up in Malibu, it was just weird the way it was down to the ocean. It blew my mind. Um, yeah, folks, if you're just joining us, we're just talking with our friend from Los Angeles, Toby Slimber. Slimbers. I'm reading her note that says Embers, and that is it. I can't imagine. I live on a very wooded hill here, and it's a lot like up in Malibu. There's a mountain, and there's nice houses on the hill, and pine trees, and all kinds of stuff. And then there's a huge preserve behind where I live, thousands of acres, really beautiful park. It's one of the reasons I moved here and love it so much. The park's incredible, and it's just a lot of nice people live here. But it's terrifying to think, New Jersey, we have earthquakes occasionally. In fact, we had one on the show. Mandy, I hope you've got that. I'm sitting here yapping away on it, Sarah. What's this? I'm glad to hear. Oh, here she is. Here she is. Bring her in. We're talking earthquakes. We're talking my neurons. I sent it to you twice and saw it. I don't know why it didn't go, but sorry about that.
That's all right. It's like if I don't show up after a certain time, that means there's something up. I checked my email too, just in
Yeah, I
case.
know.
But yeah,
Okay. Well, I think
how y'all
I think
doing?
I sent it. I'm great. It's a beautiful foggy day, and I like these kind of days.
It's
It's a nice day to sit around, have a good cup of tea or coffee or whatever your poison is, and read a book, chill out, tune out some of this week's, madness in the news. It's just always out there bombarding us
yeah, a
every
lot of stuff.
fucking minute. But I feel great myself. How about you? How you doing?
I'm all right. Oh, so Toby's saying the fires. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
yep. That's
it's
that's something.
unbelievable what we were talking how
Hmm.
it still blows my mind how quick. And watching it like I do from New Jersey and just seeing it on the news,
Hmm.
it's freaking me out. I mean, how quick it moves down a hill.
Oh,
It
sure. Yeah.
There's things I've never seen a fire like that in my life close up. I've seen some
Yeah.
hills on fire up in Upper New York State, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like that. It wasn't
Yeah.
uncontrolled.
When you
Oh
think
man,
about it, it kind of makes sense because as the center of the fire is getting hotter, it's also singeing like the outside just enough to get it dry enough to
right?
catch on fire, and then it's
Yeah.
like, it gets
These
bananas.
flames were 80 feet high that I could
Horrible.
see on the news. It just blows my
Yeah.
mind that because the parts that really freaked me out was up in Malibu. All these
Hmm.
houses that are right on the edge of the ocean. I've
Right.
been there and driven through, and I'm thinking in my head, my God, I would have never thought if I bought one of those houses in a million years, the fire could get to it from up on the roof.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I
You're
mean,
like the
you know,
water's right there. There's like a
it's
lot of
like
it
10
right
feet
there.
away from you, and it's sort of like Hawaii,
Yeah.
that other really awful. Toby's pointing out 30,000 structures. I mean, you think about that. There's 30,000 people in that. If it's a family,
Mm.
excuse me, even if it's 5 people in a family, or 4 people, or 2 people, it's a household. Most of those houses have more than one person in them.
Yeah.
And I know from the news, the people who get sick, even with air conditioning on, it's got to be like hell out there. Um, I don't know. Not to make too much. You can't. It's like whistling past the graveyard. Hopefully, they'll figure out what to do to not have this happen too often. I mean, this is just the biggest thing I've ever seen like that. And at any rate, uh, there's a lot of organizations. Toby, I know you've got the links and stuff. If you want to post the link for the, I've posted it on my page today. But
Hmm.
there's a link for the fire effort to help folks out. There's a bunch of good causes, people. So even if you don't find my link, just go on and look for LA Relief, and be sure you go. Don't get ripped off and don't get scammed by people. Like Toby. She's going to send us a good link if she
Mhm.
has the chance. She points out that people are running out of their house with only the clothes on their back,
Yeah.
and these are everybody. People get cynical out in radio land, and they'll say something like, "Oh, these people in California, they're all rich, they can afford it." It's not like that. A lot of these
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
You know, there's so many people there who could never afford to buy a house now, but they were lucky. They got in decades ago in some cases,
Mhm.
and they had their house paid off, and it's just all gone. Poof. It's I've rebuilt my life after having something similar, not a fire, but just when you don't have much and you go and you start a whole new life in another place. It's a very it's exhilarating, but it's also scary when you don't have a lot of stuff, and if you have a lot of possessions and they're just gone. Pictures of your
Yeah.
kids. I mean, hopefully in our age we all have it in our phone and up in the cloud somewhere. Most of our pictures we post on Facebook, but if something happens to all that stuff, that's where you'd have to go to get your memories. It's so different nowadays.
Mhm.
The media, at least you'd be able to have those memories on Facebook and download them. But gosh, I can't imagine. And I saw places where they didn't even take the extra cars because there was too much traffic jam. And you see like these beautiful cars in the garage. And, a regular house is what people have, a lot of them. But it's a nice house in a nice location, and it's worth 4 million bucks or whatever. But it's really hard to get that kind of insurance money back to rebuild and get made whole. Okay, folks, it's the Get Together Foundation. We're just yapping about it a little bit because I didn't really have a guest. We had one. Dave hooked us up with a guy, and Irish also has had two invites, two different places. He's going to join us. I talked to him a little bit ago, but he just moves, and took him 4 days, and it was
Mhm.
grueling for him. And we were going to have him talk to a young man who'd also done some prison time.
Mhm.
We had a guest who was kind of a young guy who got put in for multiple things, multiple felonies, if you will. I'll save all the details for when we do the show. Um, and we were going to have Irish there to compare experiences because Irish is about 20 years older than him,
Mhm.
and he just got out, and he's out trying to give a positive message to the world and how he managed to maintain sanity and be a good guy again after doing some dumb shit. He's young enough, hopefully, that he can truly change his life and not. I believe
Yeah.
in redemption for people. I really do. I'm not that cynical. I believe people who
Yeah, it's
make
whatever people put their mind to, really. If
it
if
is.
your mind is into it and you're ready to, get it
You could
done.
take that stuff off and throw it off your back.
Mhm.
Just move forward. People live in misery for decades, thinking about things they did 100 years ago, and it's sad how people are. But it's also cool to see somebody make it and get redemption. So I figured we'd have him come on for a sequence or two and see what he's all about. Um, if Dave Look sends us somebody, he's got to be a cool guy. I know that much. Uh,
Mhm.
Dave, it's always great talking to you. I can't wait to hear the hidden stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
where's he going? He needs to come on here too. Hi Dave, if you're
yeah,
out there in Dave world,
yeah. I
Look
think he's out
world.
there. We
Yeah.
we have about 10 people here, so I think he's watching, or at least for everybody. Dave Look's got great music. He's got a new
Yep.
single. You can go to Look World on YouTube, or he's got a website, but just look up Dave Look, Raised on Hollywood. It is a kick-ass record. It bears up to continued listening because I have it in my phone and I listen to it kind of regularly. I have an old car, so I can't play it through the stereo. Here he is. Thank you, Toby. We're going to post that. Everybody, if you're a generous type, or even if you're not, don't be a Scrooge, okay? This is a good cause. Just a just even if you sent $1, if 10 of us are here, if 10 people here send $10, I'll give $10. So send a few bucks to these people. Um, it doesn't cost you anything. Buy 10 cups of coffee. If everybody puts in even $5, You know, it's just do something good. It's Friday. You'll feel good. You'll give some couple of bucks, even $2. You know, a lot of people are hurting, and you know, and I'll just say this: no matter where you're at, even if you have lots of money, a lot of money ain't like it used to be. You know, when you were a kid and you grow up and you think, if I made $100,000 a year, I'll own the world. And now it's so crazy that people make $600,000-700,000 to, you know, and the people who aren't making that kind of money, it's a fucking struggle for them. And I'm one of them. I'm an old retired guy or something like that. But, you know, not really. I have my small things I can do, not be retired and not get old. So anybody out there, seriously, throw a couple of bones to these guys. I'm just going to put up a quick ad for our friends they've changed my little screen here. But I'm going to throw a few ads for our friends. We love them all. And here we go. A guy from Ireland. He's a redhead like her. I'm Neil from Live with Neve. We have an exciting connection for our veterans, country music fans, and there is something for everyone. Gone Country Hats at GoneCountryHats.com. That's right, we've partnered with Gone Country Hats at GoneCountryHats.com. See you soon.
Like a melting flake of snow.
There he is. He's from Ireland.
I won't be sad to see it.
Never guess.
Hi, I'm Darren F. Flynn, a singer-songwriter from Ireland, and I'm on Live with Neve.
I would have said it couldn't happen here.
Hello there, my name is Andreas Hellqvist, this is Daniel Olsson, and we're live with Neve and having a great time.
There's some changes headed, like the Gulf Stream rising, like some gale that's been blowing off this wild bird island shore. And I can't say where, and I don't know when, but some old door's been opened in the restless shade. Poor man sagging cigarette takes the subway. Rich man folding old regret steps on the rundown.
All right. We're back.
Yes,
We
we
have
are.
next week. We have Andreas Hellqvist, the organist, will be on from Sweden, and we also have the wonderful Efren White and his lovely wife. And they're going to be joining us too. So we're going to have two great musical guests.
Well, that is
And
very good. I will
I'm
be
excited.
out, not here, because
Okay.
we have a gig in Twisted Ginger at Locals in Manalapan, New Jersey. Woo! It's our first time
All
there.
right.
So yeah, so that's where I will be. But I'll be missing
Excellent.
out. It sounds like it's going to be an awesome show.
It will be a great show, but I really want to have you and your band do the show, and I'll interview you guys all as a group. I think it would be fun.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're
Maybe
a good time.
You are a great time. I already know.
We crack each other up.
Hell, man, you put me up wet and hard. You know, I was wet and sweaty. I had a great time.
We crack
playing
each
with you
other up. No, like we're a good time. Like we're funny people.
guys.
Like I'm not, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I gotta tell you, like we're
No,
funny
you
people.
are.
Like
You
we
guys
crack
are
each other
funny
up.
and fun,
you know?
and you crack each other up. You've been playing long
We
enough.
crack
You
other
do
people up too.
friendships.
That's the best.
Exactly.
That's
It
the
is the best
best.
thing in life, making people have a laugh. And, whenever you have a chance to play, I tell people, go take it. I had a friend who joined the Outlaws back when the Outlaws were a hit-making band, and he asked us, what do you think I should do there? I thought they kept coming to the gigs because we were a great band, and they just like to hang out and talk and get drunk. And then my guitar player called and said, hey, man, I really feel bad about this, but I don't know what to do. I've got this gig for $2,000 a week, and we're talking back in the early '80s, saying like a long
Uh-huh.
time. That's a lot of
Yeah.
scratch.
Yeah.
And I didn't even, as soon as he said that, and he asked me what to do, I said, before you do anything, just get the
Mm.
fucking gig and get it in writing and go take it. But
Yeah. Yeah.
nothing else to do. Go get a passport if you ain't
Mhm.
got one, because people have never had that happen that quick. You got to move, hustle, and get it on, man.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
find a
right.
guitar player for this shit night gig, and you're off the road. We'll have you do it, but go. And he's still with them years later. It's really a good story.
Nice.
It was very cool, and it was back in the day when Southern rock ruled. We had a very good band, and we worked a lot. We had a lot of great fun times, and we dabble in. We would play country rock, Eagles, stuff like that. It was a good scene at the time. Like they had no problem getting work 6 nights a week, and it's so different than nowadays. You go, everything's one nighters here in New Jersey for the most part, isn't it? Do you get any 2 or 3 night gigs?
Like, what do you mean?
Like where you're consecutive gigs. 3 nights
Oh,
one day.
we've had, for the most part, because, and this is like part of when I book, like I try to spread it out a little bit more, since like all our
Gotcha.
lives, like we have multiple, like,
Right.
things where basically, we're just like hardworking people. If we had a
Yes.
chance to play full time, any one of us would,
Sure.
but in the meantime, it's like you have responsibilities. So,
Sure.
so the really, like, we had a 3-nighter. Okay, a couple times we have 2-nighters. Like, especially during the summer, we'll have 2-nighters.
Okay.
And because that'll happen.
Yeah. I was
But
just curious because I've noticed most of my friends seem to do a lot of one-nighters, and I was
yeah, but
curious.
it might be intentional too, like how I do
Oh
it. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
you
It
know,
makes
bec-
sense to me.
yeah,
Looks like
yeah,
you're going in lean, having just what you need, packing good, and time management with the band. I agree with you. You gotta have family time,
yeah,
and
yeah, and it just
you're
makes
smart about it.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely. That's
Yeah,
cool.
rather than being oversaturated, I mean, like,
Right.
especially like, like if you're booking, like, I don't know, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm looking at the Fire Aid
Oh,
LA.
sorry. That's
Like,
okay.
no, that's important. We need to pay attention to that.
Yeah,
Right down there. Boop, boop, boop,
I
boop,
should
boop,
leave that up there so people who are watching, and I'm going to remind them since I forgot what I'm talking about, as I always do. No, I'm kidding. Folks, we're just talking about the fire earlier, and if you have some money, that's a great cause. As Toby mentioned earlier, 30,000 structures. I don't mean to sound like one of those NPR things where they beg you for money for an hour and a half, and the poor animals. And I'm an animal lover, so don't get pissed with me. I'm like the most animal loving, but sometimes the ads for these places are so depressing. You want to kill yourself. Sally Struthers, these cats are going to be murdered tonight unless you
Oh no,
yours. Ah. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to get $20 to this woman, man. I feel so guilted out, but it works.
yeah,
So
I
uh,
never have money like that, so I don't feel that sort of guilt.
I know what you mean. I know
I gotta
exactly
save
what
the
you mean.
humans.
No,
This human right here, right
I
now.
get it. I get it. Totally. And even when I do it, I always feel stupid after I've sent it. I'm like, shit, I got a $20 bill. I could have done something with that. Occasionally, I've gotten snookered. I know it. Believe me, life on a budget is a tough thing. And I know all about it. I really do. I can joke about it a little bit, but not much. It's tough out there, everybody. And hopefully, we'll see what's going on with that. I don't even want to get into that subject. We'll avoid politics. It looks like Superman is going to be grounded, the movie, in major international markets. There's a lawsuit, and
Mm.
that's not pretty. So for anybody who's out in LA and stuff, I'm sure they know. Toby, I don't know any of your friends. They might be working on stuff. Who knows? Movies are a whole weird thing. There's a couple out that I'd like to see. Nothing comes to mind right yet, but there's been a few that I saw that I'd just like to go to a theater when they have like the cheap seats, like at 12 o'clock or whatever. It's so expensive to go to a movie. But
Yeah,
here
it
in
is.
Kevin Smith has a theater that I think kids are, if they're not free, they're $1 or something.
Oh,
The
that's
guy
nice.
from Clerks has this
Mm-hmm.
beautiful theater, and he's
Mm-hmm.
funny as hell.
Yep.
I can't say that I've met him and know him. I've met him driving by. I said, "Hey, Kevin, hope you're having a good one." And he was losing weight at that point. He lost like 100 pounds.
Hmm.
He had a heart attack and was like, and I know right now I'm back to trying to lose some weight since the new year, and I'm losing it. I actually
Nice.
I got into some pants I haven't been able to wear. And it's such a good feeling because I love to eat. I'd be a fat bastard if I indulged my inner child. But I've been working it and not doing any exercise, but I radically changed my diet. Like I have a nice glass of seltzer. Yeah, that's right. It's my drink of choice these days. Works in the alcohol or non-alcohol situations. Add a lime to it. It's vodka and something. I don't know. It's funny. I love being around people who are happy and they've had a couple of beers.
Hmm.
You know, the glow in the room. They're all happy, and I love that feeling. It's weird being not a guy who drinks, but I just say it because it's amusing to me at times. Like I have friends that I never saw when I was buzzed. I never noticed they were buzzed. And then when I go out now and I'm the designated driver, I laugh at it because it's fun seeing my good friends have a good time. You know, I love it. I'm having a good
Yeah.
time, you know. But at any rate, that went into it. So as far as other stories, I'm just going to throw them up here while we're talking. This is funny in a kind of a juvenile way, which just fits right with my sense of humor. A girlfriend harassed partner's ex by breaking wind. Judge rules. Apparently,
But breaking wind where? Just like in general? What'd she do? Bottle it? Like what?
that's what I'm wondering too. People want to know.
Come on now. Let's.
She
We
sent a
need
series-
details. Details, people.
Okay, here
details.
we go. This is a great story. This lovely young lady, Rhiannon. Her name is Rhiannon. Anyhow, she sent a series of malicious WhatsApp messages of her passing winds, a recording or a video, allegedly over a dispute over childcare. A woman harassed her boyfriend.
It's actually kind of funny.
By
See?
breaking wind. A judge has ruled. Sent videos of herself breaking wind and a series of constant messages to her boyfriend's
See?
ex-partner.
Oh my God, I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's so
See,
funny.
now it's funny.
You know,
Now,
over in England,
like,
they do crazy shit. So the
It's
shop
like-
worker pled guilty, and here's her crime. You nasty thing. God, what a hoe. Pleaded guilty to pursuing a course of conduct amounting to harassment and was handed a 12-month community order alongside $290 in pounds. Let's see what else we have here. The court heard how Evans overwhelmed Deborah Pertich, her boyfriend's ex-partner, with inappropriate videos for passing wind that were indecent or grossly offensive. On December 22nd, going to Christmas,
grossly
she sent
hilarious.
3 more videos. My God, by WhatsApp of her doing the same.
It's
Over the
grossly
next 2 days,
hilarious.
another 4 were sent, which she filmed herself smiling at the camera. He smiled at the camera with malicious communication. She had Boxer Day on Boxing Day. Of all things, imagine the nerve of this woman.
Right
Despite
on.
police warnings the court heard.
Right
She
on,
was
lady.
arrested at her home. They came out and got her. She was
Uh,
originally charged with malicious communications and probably gross fuckery. That fits under my catch-all for people acting badly. They were
yeah.
guilty of fuckery of the first degree. At the time she sent those videos, she said, the poor chick is funny. She's like, it's purely malicious. She's smoking throughout. Found it hilarious, but the victim didn't. I thought it was great. And the lady who got hit just sounds like she's also clutching her pearls desperately. Evans has mental health problems. You think? 2-year restraining
Yeah,
order.
she's a
seems-
genius.
She's fucking nuts, man.
She's a
Holy
genius.
shit. It
She
is
needs to
kind of
get
an
in she
evil
needs to get in
genius
a lab.
plot if you could do it, you know.
Well, that's what I mean. You know, I believe in giving props where they're deserved, and that's some original
Absolutely.
thought that was put into that. It was original. She probably didn't think it would leave a scar or a trace, you know. Hey, it's
What's up,
Craig.
man?
Hey, Craig.
See our buddy from out west, man, Seattle, man.
Yeah.
I wish he
Yeah.
lived here, man. I'd pay him to take my back and do the thing on it to get it like loosen up the vertebrae and shit. He is the man,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
understands musicians and physiology. So, you know, a good the right person can just really take you to another world and keep you pain free for a while. And I don't mean chiropractors. This guy, a few times I had to go for insurance purposes. I didn't like it. The guy comes in, he's like, "Hey, how you doing? We're gonna do a little movement," and he goes,
Yeah.
did it like too much. I had to do it like every day for a few months, or they wouldn't give me my medication. The whole insurance shuffle. But I hate that stuff. I'd much rather have somebody. Oh, we have somebody backstage, do we? Well, I don't see you there. What the hell? He's in a different zone than we are. How the hell do we solve this? Well,
Doodly
we
doo,
can't go-
doodly doo,
we
doodly
can't
doo.
go
You
over
gotta
to
do
the
that.
room.
Doodly doo, doodly doo, doodly doo, doodly doo. Did it work?
I don't know.
Did it work?
Allah, give me $1. I don't know.
Mecca lecca
Dave?
hi, Mecca hotty ho. Do you remember that?
Hidey-ho.
Remember that
Hidey-ho. I
on
sure. Towley.
Pee-wee's Playhouse? Oh my
Remember
god.
Towley from? Is that who you're talking about? Or
On
is that
Pee-wee's
Pee-wee's
Playhouse.
Oh,
No,
yeah. It's a turd.
heck?
That's why I was confused.
yeah, he's in the little box. So I can't. I know his name.
Yeah.
But
Hey, Towley, yeah. He's like, hee-ho, some shit like that. I don't know. So listen, Dave, I'm trying desperately to find how to do this without kicking off the show. It's silly here, but we'll get it handled. I'm not going to kick us off the show. In the old days, we used to get kicked off the show from such fuckery, but now we're kind of, hopefully, we won't have that happen again. Well, by God, son, I don't know what to do. I guess I could go into Facebook. I'm going to try this. Mandy, we'll see.
Oh,
Do you
no.
see me still?
yeah, I can see you. Are you gonna do one of those things where you disappear and then I have to do a monologue for God
You
knows
maybe
how
prepare
long?
your monologue just in case.
Well, shit.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Let's see. I sent it to you, so I'll go into Messenger. You guys can listen to this. What's wrong with you? Oh, shit. Irish has bum news. I'll talk to you in a little bit about that off camera. Irish will not be joining us. It's okay, though. Thank you, Irish. We all understand, and I hope
Send
everything
Irish
is
hugs.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, big hugs to you, man. Irish, we're
That's
all
right.
thinking about you. Sending good energy, man. Kind of energy that makes you smile even when you don't feel like it.
The hell with
now-
smiling. He needs some steady stuff in his life.
Yeah,
He
absolutely.
needs action.
Man,
we
he-
need to
Yeah,
need to send him to action.
He needs a fucking good vacation, but a lot of people do. But Irish is a hardworking man. All right, I'm sending this to. Come back in here. Oh my God, I can't find it. Where is it?
You
It's
can
on
do
here.
it.
I'm gonna go find Dave. Look here. He's right here. I don't know how he got the wrong thing. I really don't. Hang tight. I got to take something out real quick.
Ew!
This is such a pain in the ass.
Dang
Where's
it.
the producer, man? We ain't even getting paid. I got no producer, so you got to deal with my mental deficits here. Hold on, let me get this out of here. I'm gonna send this to you, Dave.
In the meantime, I'm going to show everyone one of my cool flutes.
Oh, that sounds great. Oh, the
There's one of my
background
cool
is ringing.
flutes. I gotta find out what this guy's name. He makes these. If anyone's
That
been
is
to the
cool.
Renaissance Festival, the Renaissance Fair in it's the one in Sterling Forest in New York. Like that's around where I
Right.
grew up. But see, I got this one too. It's a minor one, so I
Very
gotta.
cool.
I like because when these ones, it's like you have to buy the key they're in. It's like but he makes these flutes, and I just got a whole bunch of flutes here, recorders. This old ass
nice.
recorder. I don't know what the hell that is, but I was,
Oh,
it's
hold
like
on,
now that
he's
I'm
back.
having. Is he back yet? Now that I'm having my workspace nice, it's like I have nice
Can
little
you put
toys.
it back up for me? I didn't get to see it because I was
Oh,
fixing Dave.
the old.
The small,
old-
yeah. Let's see these. Can you play something on it?
This, let's see, what's this one? This is an old one. Let's see. It's like, and it's cracked, so it's like,
Oh,
it
oh,
doesn't,
yeah.
but these are nice. Yeah, these work right.
All right.
Yeah, so
Really
these
good.
ones
That
are
sounds
nice.
so good.
Yeah, it's those are cool things. So it's like for a while, wherever I went when I was a kid, hey Gina,
Right.
I'd like, pick up flutes or like instruments, like random things.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. I used to do the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
I'd go in the band room and I'm just a kid. I'm like blowing in people's, their mouthpiece. I didn't know anything yet. I was a kid.
Yeah.
Quit blowing my horn, leave it alone. Drummer, get over there in your cage. But I like, I've always liked being around musicians and they're playing cool stuff. It still amazes me. It brings out the 20-year-old kid in me that's still there, the good side of it. That's just like when you're learning so intensely cool stuff. And like it was so great when I was learning new music every day, like all kinds of music. The stuff on the radio, the stuff the jazz guys were playing, like Aldi Meola, and just embracing that and punk rock. And I've always just like whatever was going on, learned it and played it. And,
Hmm.
a long time ago, I figured somebody said take every gig you can. And I always have, Somebody calls me and they're desperate, I'll show up and do it. Sorry, Prince store just came into my earbud because my phone's upstairs and I can't turn the thing off. Here he is. Here's Mr. Look. Yeah, he's lurking in the shadows, man. This guy's got some weird backlighting going on.
Nice.
Mr.
Oh yeah,
Look.
that's some mood lighting there.
It is. We look like we're in one of those Twin Peaks.
Yep.
Yeah, got a vibe going there. So Dave's a married man now.
Yay!
Doesn't know he's off the market. Good for
That's
you,
right.
Dave.
Congratulations.
Yeah, everybody needs somebody to make them miserable. So good, welcome to the club, man.
Oh yeah, man.
I'm totally kidding. I'm not miserable at all. Life is great, and I'm joking when I say that. Somebody said that to me once, and I got stuck on it, like being cynical about it. But it's a great thing if you got somebody in your life you dig.
Well,
It really is.
I buy her a lot of diamonds, and we have a great sex life.
Well,
That's all you
great.
need. Yep.
Girls, diamonds works, man.
Working, man. I don't need a house.
Whatever it takes, man. Cars, work, diamonds, watches.
Windsor
You
jewelry.
gotta have the Schwartz, man. You gotta have the Schwartz. That's all I can say.
That's what's
So,
up.
hey, when are you gonna release your new record?
Well, man, here's the deal. The mixing and mastering got massively backlogged here with my people, so they basically gave up. And I had to make a power move and go to Max Norman, and I caught him at the right time. And he said, send down the leadoff track, and he aced it. And so now he's excited again, wanting another one. So we'll have it.
All right.
Nice.
I love it. That's awesome.
Good stuff.
If you want,
Yeah,
man, I can give you a sneak peek through the bows.
absolutely. We'd love that.
And
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Here you are, people. Live with Neve. Last time we had Dave on, way before it happened, we had rumors and salacious stories about Bill Murray that are not nice.
Oh,
And we also, I'm not going to fucking rag on Bill today. I like the guy, until something's proven. But, the allegations were troubling. And we also talked about Puff Daddy
we did.
6 months ago.
Yep.
Again, people, if you're not watching my show, man, you're missing
Listen.
out on cool shit.
Well,
It really is. Our
you
friends
know.
come to us with stories, and we have.
I was just talking to my friend about this today. A girl at school. She wanted to learn how one of my friends manifests things so well. And I said to her, and she's younger. And I go,
Right.
well, I was like, first you have to be patient with yourself because you're very young. And the more you try to get your vibe at a higher level, the more that starts to resonate and you practice it. And I was like in no time, you'll be manifesting things, or in our case, just plain talking about stuff that's going to wind up happening, or it is what it is. It's kind of, that's what being in tune is.
You really have to follow that path. And Dave Look here has been a musician his whole life, folks. His records are fucking great, and I don't brown nose, man. You listen to his records, and you'll hear it. The first time I had him on, I was like, I listened to the whole record before I ever had you on. I was going, wow.
Dude,
The production was great. The
just a
songwriting's
somebody that got lucky enough to work with Max Norman, man. I'm serious. He makes it sound good. It's not just us,
Well, no,
That's
but
what's
it's great
up.
having a good
Yeah.
team, man. That's really the thing. You have a team assembled. They know what you want to do, and they know how you do.
I
And
don't know how I became his pet project. He doesn't charge me. He just helps me out. It's a miracle.
no, that's kind of, I think everybody has an obligation to help out people they know when they're, even if they're coming up, it doesn't matter. Like if you got friends and they're in the music business, they ask you for help or to play on a record. That's a blessing, man. I love getting asked to go play on somebody's music because it's just it's the art, man. It's like a relationship. You know, you jump into it and the music moves you. You're creating a new thing. You're building a house. It's a
It
good
is.
feeling. It's giving somebody the keys to the house or hearing that final mix after the mastering engineer had it and the guys who mixed it made it just sheen fucking great. And then
Yeah.
they put their magic shit into it. The
Yeah.
mixing and mastering, if they really know their shit. It
And then
makes a huge difference.
he's putting delays and doing different things where he wants it. It's pretty cool, man. I love working with him. See, to me, music is like it's one of the last known bastions of magic that they haven't been able to take from
Yeah.
him, or just the wizards. So they just love working with magic, because it's kind of rare,
Mhm.
like
It is. It absolutely, man. And
every year.
but let us hear some of it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here it is, y'all. Let me know if it comes through. Okay. All right.
Live with Neve, Dave Look. Turn it back up. This like reminds me of Dio or some kind of great stuff. Yeah, that is sweet. Sweet, man.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Boy, folks, Dave, look. Tell him you heard it here, but don't tell him you cannot tell anybody else. Just all 40 million people out there. That is good shit. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too much like Creed, is it?
No. No.
I like
Tried to be.
Oh no. There he is. I don't hear you, mate.
Oh yeah, maybe you're on mute.
Are you on mute? Hold on a minute. No, he's not muted here.
No, and he's probably listening to it's probably his music on. There's something going on here.
Yeah, he's hitting a cigarette.
Dave,
funny
we can't
cigarette.
hear you.
Dave, we see you, man, but we can't hear you. Your mic got muted when you turned it off. Do you hear me? You're not. He's listening to his music but can't hear us. But we can't hear it.
No, I know.
Hey, Dave. Hold on, I'm blowing the smoke ring.
I know, it made me cough.
You know,
I'm so dumb. Hey, doggy.
Can't hear you, man. Your mic's off. I'm sitting here toking up with him. I'm going to cough in a minute now. For anybody who's worried about, the illegalities involved in the show, remember, if you're under 18, get the fuck out. You're not supposed to be here. If you tell your mom you're offended,
just go.
we're gonna
We
come
can't be
find you in
responsible.
suburbia. No, we can't. This is not a place for you. You should go to school, go to church, and I want to hear his Hail Marys every day. Here's Rick. He's back.
Rick.
The Rickette. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Just saw you cruise in, man. Good to see you. Everybody's stoned in the room, man. I hate to tell you.
Thanks for clearing it up, Rick. Thanks.
Yeah,
thanks for clearing it up, man.
With the FCC, the FAA, the CIA, the DEA, and we're just a bunch of fun people. And we're sitting here with our buddy down in Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Rick, we need to take a road trip down there next time they have the Augusta, man. Go check out some golf. Hit out there and wear some tuxedos.
I can't.
Well, it's a state of being, yes. We'll go back here. This is an important message. Here, we're going to
snort laugh
a little bit for a minute.
Okay.
This is our good deed for the day. It's a mitzvah, man. You gotta do. It's cool. Everybody's cool today. Mandy. She's not mad at you. By the way, Rick has a new mailing address, so you need to friend list him or whatever we do on Facebook.
My friend on Facebook.
He got booted
Again?
Yeah, I don't know what he did. He pissed somebody off or whatever he did.
I thought
she's not mad at
you.
She can't find you. I don't know how. I'm going to try and.
No, I'm not mad at you.
Link.
I mean, not today, anyway.
It was not those pictures you sent her. I'm sorry, poor guy. Picking on my buddy here. Oh man, it's too bad. You came on, so what can I tell you? You're fair game, brother. We love you.
It's
love all of our
it's
fans.
the mood we're in. Okay.
He's gonna write something to me or call me. For anybody watching, during the course of this whole show, these little things keep popping into my earbud, like whoever's calling me, or if I get a TikTok message, accidentally turned it on, so it's driving me fucking crazy. It's in my hearing aids. My phone is upstairs, so I can't really turn it off. Otherwise, I can take them off.
Dave, read my lips. We can't hear you, Dave. We can't hear you, Dave.
Dave, we don't hear you. Turn on your mic. You got to go back to your mic.
Blink, blink.
We're like, sometimes when you're trying to tell somebody, you notice your voice gets louder.
Yeah.
It's like, you're just trying to help them. And after about 5 minutes, you're like,
mine gets higher. No, mine gets higher. But
I'm going to. He called you to gin up your spirits. Now I see we have messages. She was working. Yes.
Oh yes, no, I'm not mad about that. I told him I was working. I don't get mad.
Yeah. I was going to say she doesn't get mad. She gets even, man.
Yeah.
Dave, hey Dave, before you go, man.
Bye, Dave.
Oh damn. Oh, he's gone before we could talk to him. Well,
he was having some maybe technical difficulties.
Bye, Dave. And remember, guys, Dave Look, Raised on Hollywood. The stuff he's already put out, this project just gets better and better and better. And, you know me, if I tell you some band's good, it's because I feel they're good. It's not because we don't have any sponsors here. They wouldn't have us. That's okay. We're going to find somebody who's got a sense of humor, and we're going to kick that little fucker Fallon off the air. I'm kidding. But you got to shoot big. He's already getting canceled, so. There's got to be a show for middle-aged people who aren't like politically left or right, like Saturday Night Live used to be, but with a couch. Like I always envisioned this as like having a couple of bands playing and do it like a talk show, after they play, but mostly have the bands play, make it a showcase, have good bands playing live, all genres within reason, sort of like free-range music in the 60s.
Nice.
Where you might hear Frank Sinatra, then you hear Jimi Hendrix, and you'd hear Janis Joplin, then you'd hear Fleetwood Mac when they were guitar based, and then you'd hear like soul music. Because for me, I'm a little older than you, but soul music, I'd hear it from my parents' friends, Motown, and I grew to really, really love it. Hey, man, Dave, we love you, brother.
Right.
And give me a call. I'll talk to you soon too. We're gonna have your guy on interview. Unfortunately, um, our other guest, Irish, had a real emergency today, a medical thing going on with his
Oh my
girlfriend again.
goodness
So
gracious.
we know that we wish him well and hope he's okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I see my friends posting these aspersions on my character here. Oh well, what do I have friends for? If you don't have friends who can bust your ass once in a while, why do you have them? I mean, I know I once in a while terrorize my friends, just not in a bad way, just have fun with them, you know,
Yeah.
to get them to smile, you know. Sometimes when you're all wrung out and you see somebody and they come up and make you laugh, it makes your day a little better, you know. You go
Yeah.
away and think of that shit, like that bill that you're fucking saving for till the end of the week, all that stuff. But you know, the whole thing I think about our show, I just like us to have a place where we can sit with our friends, talk a little smack, have some fun, and entertain people in our age group from like 60 to 70 down to
I'm
35
not
if
in that
they're
age
cool.
group.
I know you're not.
Like,
Not at all. You're way down there, but that's my point about it is the music in that range of people is huge and it's great
yeah.
because there's great jazz music. I'd have a big band on if I could get one. We'd
Uh-huh.
have to go do a field trip, but I like having something cool and different. That's like when I go through the bands we have, which also I'll go through our next guest again. I always listen for the bands that really just have something different. Going back, like the video you did years ago with your band, at the time that was really great and so in tune with the era, and it was just
Oh yeah,
like
that was the
many
early
things that were.
2000s. Yeah.
It's like many bands that got signed in that thing. I agree with you, Rick. I'm not a big time fan of that either. Um, we're not on TikTok, by the way. I have a page, but the problem with TikTok for anybody who's in a band, if you're out there, this is a little inside information I found helpful. If you're in there, you've got to really make a commitment to working TikTok, to work the algorithm. And it takes a lot more time than Facebook, folks. I'm just giving you a hint, not to discourage you from it. But our guest last week, we had the chick who sells online.
Hmm.
She talked about why she doesn't sell on TikTok. She doesn't sell on TikTok because they have all these things you have to do, like do so many of these things, and there's games, and you got to go through it. But to do it, and that's what I found 2 years ago. I wanted to be on it, and then I couldn't keep up with it. When we were doing 2 shows a week, I couldn't
Hmm.
keep up with TikTok's shit. In fact, I totally thought it was for like really young kids and blew it
Hmm.
off because I saw some really stupid people on there, and there are still stupid people, but they're everywhere. So of course, when they have an internet portal to get on and be either a bad musician or a bad fashion person, I mean, it's full of people who mean well and they're trying to show the world their class and clout. And I don't shit on people's dreams, go out there and fucking attack. If you get out there and you get your little YouTube channel, people, do something and make it happen for yourself. I wish you the best because it's hard and there's no easy get rich quick
Nah.
shit out there for you. If somebody tells you that it's going to get you rich quick, it's bullshit because life isn't like that. And I've been
Yeah.
taken advantage of as a person when I was young, and even in middle age, I've had a few things that went awry. But you can't really define life by the few people who disappoint you. And we all get disappointed. What am I looking at? Amos a putt. Who are we talking about? I
Eh?
don't know what. Oh, I know what he's talking about. I can put that up, Rick. That may be true, but I can't put that up. It's just you can't see the
I want to
page.
know. I'm
No, it's not
good.
that bad. It's just about it's about somebody that we know. Him and I both know, and
Yeah.
I don't know. The guy might hunt me down or something. I don't know. I'd have to have Rick
Yeah.
protect me from
Eh.
him. Yeah, I see that there. Here, we'll put that up though. I'm not going to put up your previous post. I'm sorry, bro. I don't want the guy stalking me. I'll say that. Arno, if you're out there, tranquilo, tranquilo,
Yes.
tranquilo. Always act softly, speak softly, carry a big ass stick. Okay, Arno, wherever you are, I hope your Friday night is all you hope it to be. It's Friday night I probably wouldn't want to be involved with, but that's okay. Here at the Live with Neve show, we tolerate all cultural ideas. We laugh at everybody. So fact is, whatever you're doing out there, we don't really care, but we enjoy talking about it and having a laugh at it occasionally.
I don't even know who you are, Arno. So it's
Arno,
all good.
she's innocent. She's innocent.
Yeah, I don't.
And she doesn't need a boyfriend. She doesn't need a car. Trust me. She's family to me, dude. So watch your step. Yeah, okay. Wow, that time just flew out the freaking window. We ran one round of commercials, had some fun. I feel good. And next week, I'm going to miss you, but it feels good anyway because we got a couple of great guests.
Yes,
I've been trying to get them. I want to talk before we go off, peeps. Our guest next week, Andreas Helkvist, had this idea to do quadraphonic, basically, 4 Leslies in the round.
Uh-huh.
And I can just tell you the math involved and the physics when you try and listen to it or describe it in a manner between audio engineers to go, what is going on here, and mathematically figure it out. It's a big fucking cool thing. And when he told me what he was doing, because you got the rotating speakers at different speeds and multiples of each other.
Yeah.
If you were sitting in the middle of that, that shit will bone rattle you and make you feel
I believe
funky
it.
and cool.
It's all about the sound waves.
It is.
Yeah.
They can do strange things to men, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
At inappropriate times. Bad when your guitar starts going in front of you, man. You got problems, you know. I got problems. They're calling me on the fucking phone. I can't answer it. I'm going crazy, people. I'm telling you. So we got to get out of here. Mandy's got, I hope you have a nice night at home tonight or practice, whatever you're doing.
Thank you. I will be cooking dinner for my son as soon as I log off. Boop.
He looked so cool. The pictures he posted. He was
with his chorus concert.
It was his confirmation. It was beautiful.
No, his chorus concert.
Oh, it was chorus concert. Yeah. It looked like that's awesome. I mean, I remember being that age and doing chorus and just loving the hell out of it.
Yeah.
You get your little suit on, you know, you're all duded up. Well, have a great one.
Thanks, you too.
We hope you come back next week and listen to our stuff and have fun. And if you are a guest, want to be a guest on the Live with Me show, bless you. Like this.
Sneeze attack, sorry.
It's okay. Sneezing we've seen it all. Earthquakes, typhoons. Mandy, everybody, have a great weekend.
Bye.
We are out of here. So have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
We are the Stone of Atlantis. And you are tuned in to Live with Me.